Hey, Russell.
Hey, Mark.
Let's read the Bible.
Let's do it. This is, what do you want to call it? Let's call it, we're going to do Corpus Christi.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Body and Blood of Christ Sunday.
Excellent. And so we're going to read you the Bible.
Yeah.
Because you got to start somewhere.
John 6, 51 through 58.
All right.
Yeah. I am the living bread, Jesus says this. I am the living
Oh, it's not you talking?
No. I am the living bread that came down from heaven. Whoever eats of this bread will live forever. And the bread that I will give for the life of the world is my flesh.
What do you call this, the cannibal text?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Well, just because John goes on and on.
Yeah.
And the verbs used in the Greek are very much like a wild animal gnawing. And
right, there's no way you can go like, well, clearly he's sort of suggested. No, he really goes like, no, I'm talking about my flesh. You're going to chew on it.
Yeah.
The grizzly bits.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it doesn't say the grizzly bits.
The Jews, again, we have to deal with this. The Jews then disputed among themselves, saying, how can this man give us his flesh to eat?
The Jews are from London. Right?
Yes, of course.
Yes. How come it's like in any, I don't do this so much anymore, but it used to be like any movie where the person was like
the authorities are questioning them?
Yeah, they're always had a British accent. Like, how come, I thought forever in like ancient Rome and stuff, they all had British accents.
Of course.
Yeah. It's funny. And now in John they do too.
Yeah. So Jesus said to them, very truly, I tell you, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you. Those who eat my flesh and drink my blood have eternal life, and I will raise them up on the last day. For my flesh is true food, and my blood is true drink. Those who eat my flesh and drink my blood abide in me, and I in them. Just as the living Father sent me, and I live because of the Father, so whoever eats me will live because of me. This is not the bread that came down from heaven, not like the bread that your ancestors ate and they died, but the one who eats this bread will live forever.
Don't you get the impression like he's backing them up against the wall while he's saying this? Yeah.
It's pretty heavy.
It's intense. It's aggressive.
Yeah,
it's violent.
It's violent. It's so violent, yeah.
Why do you think that's necessary in John's story world? Is this to counteract any notion of Gnosticism or something?
Perhaps,
Yeah. That's a long way from chapter 1, right?
Yeah.
To now it's like, this is what I'm talking about.
Well, and again, Rorbon, Molina, our friends, they're on the shelf here somewhere. They would say that this is anti-language of a subculture that's oppressed and misunderstood, and so they go on and on and on with these crazy metaphors.
Yeah.
And so that's just part of this, eat my flesh.
He literally says, eat me.
Yeah. And drink my blood.
Right.
So.
Do you think Jesus was goth?
He was goth before.
Yeah.
Goth was cool. Yeah.
When was goth cool? No.
Careful.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna offend the goth.
I don't want to.
We're gonna have all kinds of tweets from the goth people.
Yeah. Not tweets from the goth people. So I love this text. It's really it's very intense. Is this at the end of this where they go, when it goes on, they go like, how can we believe, and this is too hard. And then they leave, and then he left,
Yeah.
This is too hard to believe.
And then he asks the disciples, are you going to leave me too? Or something like that. Anyway. So have fun with it. This is the zombie, This is a good place to take up the charge that, Christians are sinners who eat their God, and it came from pagan blood drinking rituals and all that stuff. No, these are metaphors. And but what are they about? Yeah,
and I think it's a peculiar thing and something that I like to push the discomfort of it and call people at the end of every sermon. This is the great time with this text where you can really turn and point to that meal and say, let's eat.
Let's eat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.